Before you sketch the graph, you should actually express this expression by factoring the 2 in this form. So what you see now is this 2 tells you the number of cycles that you will see between 0 and 2 pi, and also there's 2 telling you the amplitude of the graph. So I want to use these 2 facts to first sketch this. Part of this 2 cycles, so you expect that until 2 you see something like this. Okay, and minimum is -2 because the amplitude is 2. I hope you can see this. I'm trying to dot the graph, and after this, here the pi over 4 or negative pi over 4 means that you're going to shift the graph to the right side, and so all the points will be shifted to here, and the maximum here will shifted to right here, and this intercept here intercepted here, and so on. So you can now get this one, right? Get this diagram like this, and at here, of course, this part I want to extend it starting from -2, and of course the last thing, let me change color to show you. The last thing is to shift everything by 1 unit up vertically, and so you get this red graph like this till 3 right here to here. So it's going to shift it 1 unit up and until here. Okay, so here this red one is actually the graph that you are supposed to sketch, and that's it. And how about part B? Now to do part B, to explain why so by using graph, very simple. Just starting with these equations, we going to use what we know from part A, or the graph that we had drawn, part A, and do something like this. And this is 3. If I let this be 1 to make it balance, I have -2. So here is like 2 functions. Here you have 1 functions, another functions here, something like solving simultaneously. And so what you can do is then sketch a diagram, a line rather, of y equals to -2. Okay, so this is y equals to -2. So clearly the red line and the blue line, they do not intersect, and you just argue that since they do not intersect, there is no intersection, you can then from this as supporting your conclusion that there's no solution, right? No intersection means no solution. It's that simple. And the last part is that before you move, sorry about that, move on this, you look at this value of the angle. So the angle, the original domain was is given as 0 to 2 pi. So we want to use this what given here with the domain to get what we want to the actual domain that we want to work with. So you want to shift it, transform it rather, to look like 2x minus pi over 4. So all you need to do is with 0, you times 2x and subtract my pi over 4, and eventually you end up having pi over 4 here. And as for this one, you shift it, and you should end up having, I think, 7 pi over 2, okay, inclusive. And so now when you solve the correct equations, you would try to write out all the values that lie between these 2 values here, -pi over 4 and 7 pi over 2. So by solving this one now, going from here, you get doing some rearrangement and algebraic manipulations and so on, you get -½ So your reference angle is in fact this one, pi over, your reference angle is actually pi over 6, right? And if you think about it, this is negative, so the value you're talking about lies in the order angle lies in the 3rd quadrant. This is the angle we're talking about, and the fourth quadrant. And so this from here to here, this rotation is because it's pi over 6 is 7 pi over 6, and you rotate until the fourth quadrant, this is 7 pi over 6. So basically you actually have two of this basic angle, 7 pi over 6 and 11 pi over 6, which is in fourth quadrant. So by adding 2 pi and subtracting 2 pi back and forth, of course, and you can see eliminate any values which is outbound of this bound, negative pi over 4 and 7 pi over 2. You can see that if you add 2 pi, you get 19 pi over 6, and this is well within the bound, no problem. If you add, it will outbound. If you subtract 7 pi over 6 by 2 pi, it will be outbound also. Same goes for this. If you add, it's outbound for 11 pi over 6. But if you subtract, you actually get negative pi over 6. Now, and which is actually within this bound we know here. So just by solving this in the end, x, you get your solution of pi over 6, and then 5 pi over 6, and what else, 7 pi over 6, and finally 11 pi over 6, and that's it.